Hi, I'm Daniel with DK and Farnelli. The three of us, we're from tech65.org, and we are right here at Samsung Singapore, where we have been given the privilege to take a first look at this. This is the Samsung Wave. This is Samsung's first Bada device. So in case you do not know, Bada is a brand new operating system for mobile phones developed by Samsung for Samsung. We'll be doing two videos. Right, so this is the first video that we will show you. We will show you, in detail what this device, some of the features of the device itself, and then we'll be showing you another video where we'll talk a little bit about the Bada software, as well as the answer some questions regarding the software development kit. Okay, so shall we start? Let's take a look at the device itself. So the front, as you can see, this is a 3.3-inch AMOLED display. Right?
They call it the Super AMOLED.
Yes, they call it the Super AMOLED. So the difference is that they say that for standard AMOLED display, there's two layers of air, right? Basically, right, and between one for the display and one for the touch screen layer and all that kind of stuff. So this one actually kind of removes that layer, those layer of air. Right, and merges it into one. So you'll get to see the effects later. It's really quite beautiful.
Yeah, you can see the significant difference from the AMOLED screen.
Yep. The screen resolution for this device, this is the WVGA. Sorry, so that means it's 800 pixels by 480 pixels. So it's a very high resolution display. So you can see a front-facing camera right here. Okay, this is for 3G calls. So this is a 3.5G device. Okay, proximity sensor, that's right here. Unfortunately, we cannot test it because before we continue, forgot to mention. So this is a pre-production unit. We've been told that the software is alpha, so that it's not. Some things might not work. So for example, today, in this case, for today, the Wi-Fi and the cell, the RF is actually not working. So we're not going to be able to show you some of the internet, the web browser, for example, and things like that. Okay, front-facing camera, menu button. This is kind of like the home button. You press and hold to go to the task switcher. Yes, this is actually a multitasking device. Right, call, hang up, as well as the on-off switch. Okay, so we have on the side here you have volume control, and then let's see, on this side you have built-in speaker. It's pretty loud. I don't know whether is it because of the room that we are in, but when they were showing us a video playback on this thing, it's really loud. 3.5mm headphone jack. We are obviously very happy with that. And then here you have a micro USB port, sorry. So, which is great. So charging as well as data, right? This device can actually be used as a USB mass storage device as well. Okay. And then on this side, we have the lock switch. Okay, to lock and unlock turn the display on and off. Here you have the camera shutter button. So once again, this is a two-layer proper camera shutter button. Press slightly to focus and push all the way down to take picture. All right. The back you have the microphone, and then here you have the battery. So it kind of just comes out like that. Here you have the battery. So here's the funny thing, right? So here's the micro SD card slot. So this is actually one of the first few mobile devices that. Well, one of the few mobile devices today that it requires you to take out the battery before you can actually access the micro SD card slot. Right. So just kind of pull it up and to unlock it, and then you can just plop the card in, like so.
In case you're wondering,
the SIM card slot is up here. Okay, so let's just put in the battery. Okay. So this is a 5.0 megapixel camera with autofocus. It's like in most of the Samsung phones that we've played, this has quite a brilliant camera software. So we'll show you that later. This is an LED flash. Okay, so that is the device. This is a brushed metal casing. So it's the design is very similar to the Samsung Ultra Touch that was released last year, right? And the great thing about it is that because it's brushed metal, as you can see, it's not a fingerprint magnet. The display obviously is. I believe this display is actually oleophobic, so just like the iPhone's display. So it's not it doesn't actually stick fingerprints that easily. But I think with time, anything this smooth.
But the AMOLED, because of the brilliance of the AMOLED, it kind of makes up for it. So you do see the fingerprints if you tilt it at an angle, but when it's like straight on, it's quite a clear view.
So
you'll see that later.
So it's oleophobic, so yeah, no fingerprint. But I think with time, right, if you work hard enough, you have enough fingerprints and oil to grease to cover it up anyway. So
try using some acid.
Yeah. So let's turn it on. So this is the best time to show you the AMOLED display. So if you don't remember, the specialty about OLED is that the blacks are just really black, because black basically means no light at all. So yeah, here you go. There you go. So as you can see, the display is just really beautiful. You know, you have to see it for yourself. One of the things about the display is that the layer between, you know, the surface of the display and the display itself is really thin. It's hard to kind of explain. You really have to see it for yourself. Basically, it just means that, you know, most of the time when you look at a display, you'll notice that, you know, your finger, there's a distance between the surface of the display and the display itself, right? In this case, it's really very thin. It's, you know, so it almost looks like it's printed on. So the display really is quite beautiful. All right, and here you have the widget screen. I will go into more detail later.
Yeah, it's very responsive. Running 1 GHz processor.
Yes. So maybe let's go through the specs a little bit, right? So this is running on a Cortex A8 1 GHz processor. So this is the same processor that's found on the iPhone 3GS as well as the Palm Pre, but this is clocked at 1 GHz. Okay, so this is a Qualcomm baseband chip with AGPS. All right, 2 GB of internal memory. Like we mentioned just now, it's micro SD, also micro USB, 3.3-inch display. The battery is 1500 mAh. Okay, there's AGPS inside here, as well as compass. Okay, digital compass. That's right. And then, you know, according to the guys here at Samsung, this device will probably begin sale in Singapore at least around Q2 2010. Alright. Another interesting thing is that this device actually supports Bluetooth 3.0, right? Which is this is the first device that we've ever seen with Bluetooth 3.0. If you want to find out more about, if you want to find out more, you can go to Wikipedia, right? For what we could have, you know, dig out about Bluetooth 3.0, the theoretical transfer speed is up to 24 Mbps.
Right.
But of course, you need to have a Bluetooth 3.0 on the other side to take advantage of that. Built-in FM radio as well. Is there anything else that we missed out? Memory. Okay, we do not know how much RAM. We don't know how much RAM is inside there yet. But so far, this is all the specs that we can dig up with regards to this particular device. It's 10.9 millimeters thick. Yes, that's one thing. And DLNA support. The rest is all software, right? So we're just going to end this video right here. Okay, and so just be sure to visit tech65.org or check out our YouTube account, youtube.com/65bits, and then you'll find a second video where we'll take a close look at the Samsung Wave and the Bada software. See you soon. Goodbye.